Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights, here with Mike Steveline. We're going to talk about the Baseball Card Hall of Fame that Mike has gotten involved in. Ray Fonio, a.k.a. Ray from Philly, and Victor Roman's involved now, too. The voting is closing shortly, so I'll have a link that I'll put in the show notes for you to go vote. There's some great choices for who would be in there, and you can peruse who's been in previous years and make suggestions of who's not in there. Before we get to Mike, thanks sponsors: Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, Heritage Auctions, Huggins Scott Auctions, Mike Stadium Sports Cards, Burbank Sports Cards, ComC.com, and Beckett Media, Beckett Grading, Beckett Authentication. I think everybody benefits from having a Baseball Card Hall of Fame that's voted on by the people. But the selections look pretty strong to me. Lots of good candidates for this year. But I already had Ray on to give his founder perspective. But for some reason, you came alongside. What are you excited about? How's it going to be bigger and better as you go through the years?
I've connected with Ray, the founder of this Hall of Fame, through YouTube. I was commenting on most of his videos that he would put out weekly, and I emailed, and then we started talking on the phone, and it was just a connection around the sports cards. And he was doing the Baseball Card Hall of Fame starting in 2018 and needed some help. Since I'm a tech computer guy, I really brought Google Forums, and it made it a lot easier to vote.
Are you as big a baseball fan as, Victor is a rookie card theorist. Ray is Ray from Philly and loves the Hall of Fame, loves baseball. Where do you fit in there? You're not just purely the technology. Surely you love baseball too.
Of course, I love baseball. I love baseball cards. It's been my whole life. That's why I call my YouTube channel this Baseball Card Life. I can't remember a time that I haven't owned baseball cards. I just love it. Ray and I have physically never met before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he ask you, or did you ask him? How did this come about? Did you just say, "Hey, I can help you out"? Because it sounded like the voting was pretty chaotic in the first years.
Yeah.
Voting for whoever they wanted to vote for.
Yeah, there was over like 140 cards that people submitted last year, and it was really overwhelming, and he really needed some help. So he brought in Victor and I to help him out and organize and spread the workload out a little bit.
Do you feel like, 1936 when the Hall of Fame started, the first inductees, I think?
Yep.
And they had maybe 5 in that first class. And there are some purists that said that the Hall of Fame's been dropping ever since.
I don't know about that. We've got Hank Aaron, Willie Mays.
No, but I'm saying as they add people there, the people say, well, that guy shouldn't have made it. Or if he's in, this other guy should be in. So, that the early inductees were pretty unassailable. They were pretty formidable. And there's only one Babe Ruth, one Ty Cobb. Do you feel that way with the Baseball Card Hall of Fame when you lead off with the 52 Topps Mantle and the T206 Wagner, and you have 10 iconic cards, whatever that was, 3 or 4 years ago in the first class, and then 10 more the next year, but you're not running out of great cards, I don't think. But do you believe there's a drop-off?
Well, from the T206 Honest Wagner and the 52 Topps Mantle, of course, those are the king cards of the hobby, right? Yeah, I guess a little bit. Stan Musial rookie cards and 56 Topps Mantles and all these newer cards, they still belong in the Hall of Fame, even though they may not be the Babe Ruth rookie card, so to speak.
Were you, there's more than one card for certain players in the current ballot. I was just wondering, as a computer guy, I think you limited in the kind of semifinalists to 40. But there are more than one card for some of the guys. All the voting problems in America, there are people who suggest like a ranked choice voting, which is probably extra sophisticated and not necessary. But you just vote for 10 guys, and you could vote for both Ted Williams cards, I guess.
Yeah, you can. We were just picking 40 iconic, great cards, no matter if it was 3 or 4 Mantles or 3 or 4 Ted Williams. It was just... Actually, these are famous cards, and you see them at a show, and you're like, "Wow, that's a great card." That's what we were going after.
But when you look back with these 40 semifinalists for this year, I actually look back at the first 3 classes of the 30 that were already in, and maybe I'm more analytical than some of the voters that you would have. But it just seemed like I'm trying to figure out: is there a hole? Is there? Well, that set's already covered, or that player's already covered. Certainly, somebody else ought to get a new person with a new set ought to get in ahead of something that wasn't.
Yeah, we're counting on the community to really help us out for the class of 2022 for sure. You can voice your opinion by going to the Hall of Fame video on YouTube and just in the description write down what cards you want or think should be in the Hall of Fame.
And are most of the people doing that? Because I don't think I did that. I think I just voted. But are
Yeah, most people are just voting. Yeah. But I've collected a small list of what cards some people are listing.
Can you share that list with me? Is that confidential or? Because
Yeah, I can show it. Just
I'd love to comment on that. I'm an audio podcast, so we can't show the cards. But if you tell me, I'll have it in my mind's eye and speculate as to their Hall of Fame worthiness. That'd be fun for me, maybe for the listeners.
Sure. I've got, let's see, 8 of them so far. The first one's the 1964 Topps Pete Rose. And I know the Pete Rose rookie's already in, so that's a double.
Ray and I talked about that the trophy cards, the second-year cards, where the guy gets the full card, especially in the multiplayer rookies.
Mm-hmm.
There's some merit to that. It's not a tough card, but it's a good card. Yeah, I think there'll be some people that vote for it, but it's not a slam dunk. Okay, what's next?
They've got the 1989 Upper Deck Dale Murphy reverse negative. Yeah,
I'm a Dale Murphy fan. I'd love to see Dale Murphy get in. That's probably his most notable card.
Yep.
His rookie card is not attractive. Second-year card, same thing.
You don't like the 79 Topps?
79 is just, it's not special. So Upper Deck reverse negative. Yeah, it's a baseball card Hall of Fame. And that was the rage in 89 anyway. Okay,
yep.
That's worthy.
Okay, we've got the 57 Topps Hank Aaron, the uncorrected reverse negative.
Negative, yeah. Yeah, that's a possibility. That's, again, he's already in with his rookie 54 Topps.
Yeah.
Okay.
78 Topps Eddie Murray.
I would say yes.
Okay.
That's the best card in 78. The condition rarity.
Centering,
Are you showing this, when you show them, is there a pictorial representation of the previous classes of the cards?
No, not on the ballot. There isn't.
No, but do you have a website that when they drill down, they can see the actual cards of the 10 from the previous 3 years?
No, I haven't done that, but I could do it for 2022. Yeah.
My point is that for 2022, when you're looking for the Murray rookie, just like Ozzie Smith, it's tough to find a 10 or a 9.5 or something that's really well centered. That's a huge Bucks card. Okay, yeah, like Eddie Murray is the nicest gruff guy that ever played baseball.
Yeah, 500 home runs, 3,000 hits.
Switch hitter, power, yeah. And like I said, my friends that know him say he's a wonderful guy.
Yeah. All right, next is 1962 Topps Roger Maris.
Just like Dale Murphy, those guys, I think you make a case for both those guys being in the Hall of Fame. If they can't be in the regular Hall of Fame, let's put them in the baseball card Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So you'd put 62 rather than 61? Or personally?
Yeah, 62, just because it says 60 homers on the back of the card.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Okay. 61 was the year he did it. Okay. That's
nice pose, wood grain back. Yeah. So my favorite top set's the 87 from the 80s, at least.
Is there any other 62 Topps in the Hall of Fame yet?
No, not yet. Next, I've got the 1960 Topps Willie McCovey.
Stretch he's worthy. I don't know if he'll make it the first time he's on the ballot. I'm not sure about that. It's not a hard card, and it's horizontal. I guess you don't care about that either, but
surface issues a lot with those 60s cards. Yeah.
Okay. It's a worthy semifinalist for sure.
Mm-hmm. Got the 1941 play ball, Pee Wee Reese.
Yeah, I already put the 53 Bowman color in there. So to me, that takes a back seat. So I would make that weight, but that's a beautiful card. And I don't know if you have anything for 41 play ball, do you?
No, not yet.
I don't think so.
We've got 39, I think, but not 39 41.
With, Ted Williams. I did not vote for the 39 DiMaggio. 40, Shoeless Joe. Of course, you already got Shoeless Joe in there. 41. Yeah, the DiMaggio brothers, you can't put them in as a group, but that's a cool aspect of that set. Okay.
And, the last one I have so far is the 51 Bowman Whitey Ford, the number 1 card in the set.
Number 1, yeah. There's no other Fords in there, right?
Nope.
I don't think so. That'd be, I like that. Really tough condition rarity. Do you have any Barras in there yet?
He's on the ballot for his rookie card, but I like his 51 Bowman. His 53 Bowman is really nice. They're with Hank Bauer and was it Mickey Mantle, I believe.
Oh, the triple
card.
Yeah.
But yep.
It's card oriented, but there's an aspect of it representational of iconic sets, I think, and representational to players. I was telling Ray, it'd really be great to have a basketball card Hall of Fame, and I will challenge Adam Gray, the basketball card fanatic guy, to do that. The problem, Mike, is that would it all be Michael Jordan cards with a sprinkling of Kobe and LeBron and a few Lucas? It's nice to spread it out. So basketball would have that problem bigger than baseball because there's a lot of baseball guys during the different eras that you would pick. Would a minor league card be eligible, or do they have to be Major League Baseball?
I think minor league would be okay. Would you have Cal Ripken has some, I know from the early 80s, maybe 79. Ricky Henderson has a really expensive card. You know, Ryan Sandberg, a few other guys have some great minor league cards.
Look at it is that this Baseball Card Hall of Fame idea that you and Ray and Victor are involved in is an opportunity. If people dig into it, they'll say, wow, there's cards that span, and there's a lot of great cards. There's a lot of great players. There's a lot of great sets. And if you acquaint them, say, wow, that's even in the Hall of Fame as a minor league card, it legitimizes that category, just like caramel cards or T cards or 30s cards or 40s or 50s and black and white color, that you're seeing the whole expression. I noticed that Mike Trout was the most recent guy that was in there. He's the only guy in the Hall of Fame that's still playing.
That's correct. Yep.
And is that okay that somebody could put Bryce Harper in on something, or Juan Soto, or?
Yeah, they can put down whatever they want. And the committee that I'm a part of will consider every card that everyone puts. But as of right now, in the fourth class, there's so many other great cards right now. So many other ones that deserve to be in that have completed their career and are just iconic cards that are worthy. Will Bryce Harper get in 10 years eventually? Sure.
Okay. So basically the committee, which I think sounds like a lot of fun, taking these holdovers, people that don't get voted in this year, you would consider most, if not all of those, plus the nominees that you're getting over the course of the next week or two. And then you'll sit down. Will you add some that haven't been mentioned? Are you guys going to bring in?
We're trying to keep it to community input.
You're in the community. Victor's in the community.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to have a voice too. Yeah.
Yeah. But then you're letting the people vote.
Yes.
People vote.
Absolutely.
It's not like in the baseball writers where you got to get 75, or the committee, I think you've got to get 75% of the vote. It's just the top 10 vote getters, I think, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I was speaking with Ray about your conversation, and we thought it's great. And we've decided the people that get the lowest vote are going to get bumped out. Yeah. So that way next year we can add more than 10 cards and keep it to that 40 card limit.
Basically, I love it that you're a big baseball fan, not just a baseball card guy, but a baseball. And Victor, I've already interviewed Victor a while back, and he's really sharp. And Ray was just great to hear his story of how he was inspired to start this. It's off to a good start, Mike. So
absolutely.
I know you're at this. It's necessary for you to bring your expertise to this because it's getting more complicated, but it'll be fun over the years. I look forward to having you back and talking more about it. So thanks for bringing your tech expertise to it. And thanks, listeners. Go ahead and vote. I'll provide the link on the show notes. And it's a new tradition that I'm delighted to be a voter. I'm just a voter. And I encourage you to have your own opinions. So thanks, Mike. Thanks, everybody. Be back again tomorrow with another episode.